Hello traveler, and welcome back to the Definitely Greece channel. My name is Yoda and I'm here to help you design your perfect Greek holiday. Definitely Greece is a luxury travel company that has curated hundreds of custom-made itineraries for clients around the world, and we are here to help you create the best itinerary for your next Greek vacation through your screen. So hit that subscribe button so you can get all the awesome, amazing, inspirational, dream-worthy content about Greece. This video will help you plan the best activities for your next excursion to Mykonos. This island needs no introduction. It's one of the most famous Greek destinations and it's super mega famous for all the big parties. Therefore, we're not going to talk about where to find the party or which party to go to. If you want party, you will find it. But we're going to talk about alternative, more quiet or bespoke experiences you can have in Mykonos for you, your significant other, your family, or just your group of friends. One of our suggestions is, of course, spend an evening around Little Venice. It's one of the most picturesque neighborhoods around the Hora, or the main town of Mykonos, so you're definitely not gonna miss it. So you can just dine or have a drink right on the water in one of the shops, bars, or restaurants. The windmills, the iconic Mykonoan windmills, will be right on your left side. But also take a little bit of time and explore the alleyways. There's lots of beautiful galleries, lots of beautiful shops, and many more things for you to explore. And of course, this is what Greek island life is all about, this cycladic, beautiful architecture. As an expert little tip, there's actually so many more little, less glamorous windmills to explore around Mykonos. So if you take your time and just walk around the Hora, you will find lots of beautiful spots if you want to have a more quiet time or you just want to take some pictures uninterrupted. Our second suggestion is for the history lovers, especially if you're only visiting the Greek islands and are craving for some museum or history time, and if for any reason you would just prefer a more intellectual experience while you're visiting Greece. It's not like all the historical artifacts are in the mainland. There's plenty of islands with very significant archaeological spaces that you can visit. So book yourself a tour of Delos Island, which is actually just a few minutes away by boat from Mykonos. Delos was actually almost like a giant bank where, you remember when Athens and Sparta decided to kind of join forces, although they hated each other, to defeat the Persians? That's kind of when that happened. So a lot of things of amazing historical importance and apparently lots and lots of gold was once there. There's plenty of companies that arranged little day tours to Delos, so you'll have no trouble finding one out. It's definitely a worthy experience. Which brings us to suggestion number 3, which although can be geared towards a more romantic experience, there's nothing stopping you from enjoying this with just a very good group of friends. This, of course, is none other but Bioma Farm. It's located at the essentially highlands of Mykonos, you could say. It's a small family-run organic farm with an incredible history. This is one of the experiences we always recommend to our clients, and although some of them are like, yeah, sure, let's do it, they come back and they're like, this is so much better than I imagined, this was amazing. So Bioma Farm actually organized a few very small group bike excursions, bike tours. Every bike tour, of course, has a bike tour leader. They're born and bred Mykonoan souls, so they will show you around some of the best spots in the island. One of the highlights being a little picnic at a private little beach where you will enjoy some delicious produce from the organic farm. So what Greek islands, Greek destinations in general, are you planning to visit after this pandemic is over? So drop it down below in the comments so we can help you with a little bit more specialized advice and tips. Which brings us to suggestion number 4 for the beautiful Mykonos. Of course, that's Skorpios Bar, one of the most famous spots around the island and one of the best ways to watch the sunset. Skorpios is located around a 15-minute drive from the Mykonoan Hora and very close to some of the most iconic Mykonoan beaches. So you will have absolutely no trouble finding it. Skorpios is famous for the delicious cocktails and food, and of course the incredible party that goes until the very early hours of the morning. And of course an incredible atmosphere that will encompass everything that Greek island living is about. Which brings us to suggestion number 5. This is more of a practical suggestion, but have a look at ATV hire on the island. And we say ATV and not a car because parking can actually come very, very hardly about, especially if you're staying in the Hora. However, there's so many amazing beaches and little villages to explore around, so you can definitely make the most out of your vacation if you hire an ATV. Always be extra careful, read ahead on what the different requirements are for your driver's license, whether you'll need an international one, you probably will, And always, please don't drink and drive. Lastly, we know that a Greek island experience is actually on the bucket list of so many people around the world. And if you're planning on making it a timeless experience, go ahead and book a photo shoot, whether you're on the island for a special occasion or not. In the link above, you will find one of our favorite Mykonian photographers, Themis. He has done some excellent work working with couples and travelers from around the world. And if you want to make your Mykonian experience a little bit more special, go ahead and drop him an email. As always, these are just our suggestions. We don't make any commissions or profit in any way from suggesting those places to you. If you have found this video helpful, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't seen it already, check out our video on the best things to do in Athens so that you can have the best Greek experience ever. Thank you very much and see you in Greece!